Hazard is a hazard. Today we're playing Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. Once again, part 2, by the way. Obviously, I mean, if this is part 2, surely you would watch, part 1. Surely you would watch part 1, yes. Anyway, so, I don't really remember much of what happened last time, other than there was some strange guy that put a needle-like finger into her arm and made her blood boil, and it was weird. And then they told us, "Don't drink it ever again," type stuff. And so maybe we'll see more of that. I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, that there's multiple endings here, and apparently, Milk Inside a Bag of Milk is the first version of this, and this is the sequel. I can't believe this, man. Anyway, I guess we're just starting off with a sequel. I guess we are. I mean, also, I didn't expect really for Milk Outside a Bag of Milk to pop off more than especially in like the YouTube shorts. Anyway, I didn't necessarily expect it to end up popping off a lot better than what Indigo Park did or Joy of Creation. I'm like, come on, man. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, Joy of Creation. I figured, it's gonna be a big thing. No, not at all. Okay, Indigo Park, I mean, it has this, similar, aspects as Poppy Playtime, and it's still kind of up there. Like, I didn't really hear much about Indigo Park ever, other than probably like its release, like whenever it released. And then I heard about it, and then I never really heard much about it again afterwards. So I don't know. And then on top of that, I figured it would pop off a lot more. Which I mean, it's fine because I'm just kind of uploading stuff I want to upload anyway. But I also had the thought of, okay, this is going to pop off, And I was like, Milk Outside a Bag of Milk's probably not really going to do too great because it's I don't feel like it was really that well known, I don't feel like it is that well known anyway. But other than that, though, I mean, I don't know. What is it with these radios, man? Like, is there a secret I can uncover with these radios? Like, is there an order I need to do them in or something? Like, I'm not entirely sure. There will be more parts on this, most likely. Supposedly the gameplay is supposed to last around an hour to 2 hours or 3 hours, depending on how you go about the story. So, I'm not sure exactly what's taking me this long, because, surely we're near the end after we finish searching, I guess, I don't know. I want to keep searching, though, because, we're supposed to find all the, because we can't really talk about and for very good reasons we can't talk about because if we do, it would just spoil so much, that it would go everywhere, man. We don't want everywhere. We don't want to get out, because if it does, it would land in the wrong hands, essentially. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Trash can. They get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. With looking smug like that, I feel like I should read it as, "There's nothing here, indeed. No self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage." Can't disagree with you here. I don't want to finish searching yet. Like, why is it trying to pressure me to finish searching? That's like saying seashells by the seashore. Man. Anyway, cabinets. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. 300 feet? 300 feet off the floor? Closet? That's a cabinet. Sure, man. Alright, man. Sure. Look, don't look at me like that, alright? Don't look at me like I'm the one you know, looking for, well, I am the one looking for fireflies essentially, but come on, bro. At least give it the benefit of the doubt that things could hide there. Just chill out, man. There better be one flying out of that cabinet just to prove you wrong. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally. And I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for the thousandth of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no, you don't. Then act normal. Jesus, man, like, you getting tired of me searching or something? You just get tired? You just get tired of it? I see how it is. I'm not done searching yet. You're gonna search as long as I want to search. And you're gonna live with that, alright? I'm gonna find your fireflies. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna find every single one. And you're gonna love it. You're gonna enjoy every moment of it. Even if you fall asleep, I'm gonna wake you back up just so you can watch the fireflies! Anyway, guys, so let's check out the fan. Oh, you look happy this time. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And I'd be so jealous. Not only, the only thing preventing it from flying is a cage. It's locked in the cable. It's like an inmate if you think about it. It's like so sad. Let's continue searching. Oh, you just turned it very depressing, if anything. Look at the alarm clock. The time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I'll let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2, and then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever. I'll go with that. Count down 5 minutes. Fine, you have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then the things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think? What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Did you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. Were they really there for half an hour doing that? That's insane. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You're the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but they became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. You understand now? I guess I do. You know, I'm just gonna say I do. Well, oh yeah, we have the to look at. We don't need to forget about the anyway papers. And what are those? Ah, those. Those are photos of my best memories. But they're blank. stared at them so intently that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. Was that it? Oh, that's right. See, I keep forgetting about the... I'm just taking the radios real quick. To see if I miss anything, just in case, like, you know, we get closer to something, you know, it's just kind of... I think that's it, I believe so. I don't see anything else flickering. I guess we'll check out the... If I could keep clicking it. Okay, nothing happened. Alright. Finished searching, I guess. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something, and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. Zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much about it. It hurts you. I want to sleep. Get some fresh air before sleeping. What do you mean? Sit back and breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? It may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Yeah, I'm not saying that, Jesus Christ. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly questioning? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet... Well, we found the quote, guys. We found we found the name of the game. And yet... You don't have to talk aloud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. And I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And then the day after tomorrow, and never ever. So goodbye then. No. I have one more small favor to ask, a really small one. What is it? You've blurted out way too much today, and a lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? We'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Anyway, you're afraid to tell me, yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. And still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. Oh, what's the big deal? Why'd your floor look like that? Okay, it's not your floor, never mind. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is still very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, I lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected places, bulging my eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And, well, deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them, and can't even argue with them. But today, of course, they're still listening, you know? Use your hand. Alright. To chaotically twirl my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. Want me to tell you about some Now we're trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Alex, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Well, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. I look down, please make it stop. That's the Steam reward I got. Is this a pipe? What is that? Is this an endless staircase? I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway shakes around a giant column. Snakes around a giant column. Disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling. I know I've spent a couple of hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. A billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It was just a matter of time before my short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum of the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here without going anywhere, and I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. I won't take a single step, why would I, to find out where the stairway abruptly ends. It's all meaningless. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, but then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head. That thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhumane human force, unaware of what's about to happen. I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't. Amongst this silence sings a lonely Colossus unmoving. Okay. Until the music stops, the bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. Oh my god, there's more of them? Like, is this like for example, like, is this like you're on one of them and there's a bunch of other people that are in your same position that are also there? I don't know. Oppressive, thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a haphazard string of words while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures just like mine spread in tidy rows endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. There, at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that makes it both exist and not. I try to erect my mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of the super creature. A moment passes, and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own, and the only thing I can do is choose the direction up, down, or... The crowd notices blood on Wozek's hands. He runs away. Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks out to the center of the stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly. Don't hide anything. I decided to descend. You can have sneaking suspicion that something is wrong because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in the wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill the feeling that everything is as it should be, and with time, it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make sacrifices, grow up, and only then you'll be able to obtain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get that then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes. Even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand exactly how exactly it exists? Whoa. Milk outside a bag of milk. Outside a bag of milk. A game by Nikita. However you pronounce that last name. Okay. Well, I don't know what exactly the true ending is. I don't know what the true ending is. I don't know if that's directly the ending we get, but anyway, I guess we just wait. I guess I just wait this out until I can skip and go somewhere until we get to the next part where I can actually do something. I guess we start a new game, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Anyway, I mean, that was interesting, though. It definitely has an interesting sound design, I'll be honest. Anyway. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. That was Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and anything. I'm kidding. we're not stopping there. I just gotta wait this out, I guess, because I can't skip nothing. I like the visuals that they do here. It's simple but compelling. I'm walking to my room trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I'm not sure what scenes it's gonna play this time. I walk past the kitchen on my way to my room. The door is shut, but I can feel the chilling. But I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. Ahaha, that's so silly. I'm absolutely sure no corpses in our kitchen. We have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure of that. I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. They're trying to stop me. Are they trying to stop me? Oh my god, I read that wrong. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Do you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No. I don't want that. Wait, what do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today sitting right in the middle of the table. Watching me with its unblinking eyes, I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf or in a store or on the table or in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world into the scary unknown. I'm sure. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk towards my room through a narrow corridor. I love the OSTs here. I love the soundtrack here. I meet a familiar, formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. I don't know, I feel like whenever I hear this soundtrack, I feel like I need to get tense. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move! The creature squeezes my hand until my veins start bulging, and then I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment that its claw pierces my arm, I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin, and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor. Just like last time, but why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up, strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from the pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me! Kill me! Hysterical screams resound through the corridor in a fit of madness. The creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it! I'll never drink milk ever again! Say it! I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it! Again! I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I love that scene. It's such an intense scene. I feel like anytime something like that pops up, I need to get intense. I feel like it just brings character to it, you know? I love it. Anyway. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another. Remember talking about that groaning guitar in the background? And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'll do anything just to stall for a little bit more time. A smooth protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So, what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides. To my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. A sticky, bright red liquid pours out, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed on the side. Oh, I get it. This is the medication that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. No, that's not it at all. It's fake. No. I don't want that. I don't even want to look at it. I read that completely wrong. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half hour goes by. In a similar fashion, I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead, and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure that I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. And then here we go. Hey. Hello. Hey, long time no see. Alright, I'm gonna choose really horrible answers that I would never say to someone that's going, just in suffrage. So, we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now, I know how to do it. He didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even in the slightest bit? No. Well, then I'm not happy either. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't just do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. It's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple of hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. Oh my god. Which one's the right one?
Guys, I'm gonna need a grand decision. Which one is it now? Which one do I pick now? Which one do I pick, guys? Which one? Like, I'm having such a hard time. I need to do a poll on this. I think we're gonna have to end here, guys. This is so. I don't know what to pick. Oh my god. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh my god, guys, what do I pick?
I'm just gonna pick the middle one. No, I still don't understand. Whatever, unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So, you're the one calling the shots now. Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not as expected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, and then we'll decide what to do with you. Like, what does it mean, decide what to do with you? Like, what nightmare to give you? Or, like, what... I don't know, like, what... Because it's like some kind of cult meeting. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks on the walls the sneery looks the walls are giving me. Trying not to drown in their giggling. But then, me, in the mirror, also shows a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but it doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. God, I remember reading that the last time, and that was so... Oh my god, that was such a mouthful to read. It still is, but at least I'm clear about it now, because that was so unexpected. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. How do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask you that. Okay. Is this a session, huh? You don't like that word? I'm fine. No, you're not. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away your other medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Undoubtedly. Moreover, it's dangerous, and there's a good side to it. I know. And you keep pushing me. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at the time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. No, don't abandon me. Dejected, I reached out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating in my memory. And yet my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood in my transparent iron coating travel down my esophagus. Scratching at soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently, but I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worse. It's my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you so much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. feel like the music, the ambience is different a little bit. Just a little bit different, and I don't know why. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling, and I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of the concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above, rather its rearing claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. We'll give him silence this time because, what do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Okay, well, I wasn't given the option to give silence at the moment. Okay, there we go. Just more silence. Maybe something different will happen here. Instead of the firefly ordeal. Or that'll probably still happen, nonetheless. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. Oh, did I accidentally skip something? You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. Can I click on the dot? Whoops. Oh no. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough, I hate you. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job, now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So, does that bother you? Should it? Yes. And what do you want me to do with it then? I don't know, it's up to you. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes, look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget them and go to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts or else. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. What was that? Okay. I don't remember hearing that sound for some reason. Will you help me? Please, tell me, will you help me? Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know better than anyone else. Instead of asking silly questions, you can help me find my fireflies. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No. And no. If I make even the smallest of messes around here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason? Who, me? No, of course not. I think you forgot to put up your mind block. I can see through you. Rude. Alright then. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside of a mountain of junk without moving anything, even an inch. Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now, I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games where games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it more interesting. It's so childish. And you wanna know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I'll start by panicking. I'll start panicking as soon as I get in the multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and I look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey, what? Look down. I look down for a moment. A small ball of light, and warmth crawls up out from under my sweater. Wowie. There's smoke coming from under your clothes. Whatever. Had to get some gum. Yeah, delicious. Not sponsored, by the way, but obviously you can't see it. I don't have a face cam up, so it'd really help if you guys liked, subscribed, commented, and everything else. You know, help me become better at all this type of stuff. Which I mean, I don't feel like I'm too bad. It's just there's not a lot, you know, going on. So in the future, I will definitely have a face cam or stuff like that. And no, I'm not gonna do anything stupid like such and such likes or such and such subscribers, and I'll do a face reveal. Oh yeah, like that's not. I don't feel like that's what it should be about. You know, like sure, it's an easy kind of grab, but like that's not what this is about. You know, there's so many things I want to do, you know, throughout YouTube and stuff like that. Like I want to make music, I want to record games, and just kind of have fun and, you know, enjoy things, you know. And then I have a couple big ideas coming up later in the future, and I really hope that you all enjoy all of that, and I really hope that, you know, I can bring, I don't know, intrigue into people and, you know, kind of tell something compelling, and I want to entertain, you know. I know it's like a really random time to talk about it, but like, you know, just talk, you know, play games, have fun, enjoy life, and just kind of, you know, help people get out of that. I want to be able to help people get out of a reality that they don't want to see at that time being. You know, I want to be able to do that for some people, because playing games and watching other YouTubers throughout the years, it's done the same thing for me. And I see how much of an impact that has on people, and I can't help but want to be able to convey the same thing, but in my own way, my own personal way, not copying anyone, not doing this or that, or Like this is real talk. This is real talk. But I want to be helpful in those matters, and I want to be able to be compelling to certain people and entertaining to these certain types of people that help them escape from reality at the moment, and build a community and a group of people that they can communicate together and feel safe together and stuff like that. Nothing crazy, and it's just simple. It's just simple as that. And I want to be able to convey something just as good. And as I notice now, I feel like a lot of people kind of go for certain things, like, oh, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that, without really thinking about it. And I've always thought about this type of stuff a lot, wanting to be able to, I guess, kind of help bring light on something different, help bring something upon many of people that need it, and that may help them a lot. And that would be awesome. And then, of course, be able to help myself too. But other than that, it's just, Anyway, I carefully grabbed the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was in order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. One down, let's look for the others. Yeah. Like, what do these radios do? I'm not sure exactly what they do. Anyway, we're gonna click a few things here, and it's okay. Click the garbage. Hold on, was it the little mouse hole, like, clickable? There's no way somebody cares about you that much. Alright, here we go. Maybe this will provide us with something a little different. What kind of place do we... Well, it's that, like, kind of column, like, building, right? So I guess the middle's open for that? My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot. But instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights on in the windows. There are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits down the hundreds of independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely, living in an endless silence. The apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual. How do you feel? That looks like an eyeball, by the way. I definitely feel sometimes that's more than enough. Of course. Moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? We've looked in every direction, but not up. I already told you, haven't I? About what? Small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and my legs hang down. Man, I love that guitar sound. Anyway. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. He replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy, as if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's interesting. Yes, but at the same time it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's all true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. You're the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you've made that promise. And I'll keep it. But you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. Wait, what? I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why is he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere else, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. I'm not sure if I should divulge in them. When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts. And I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So what was that about your friend? My friend? Ah, yes. He was brazen enough to. Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth. The wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven strips as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. You know what he did? Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes distracting me. And now they watch me from the screens too. But I'll put it into it. I've decided a long time ago. Though, maybe I only decided that only. My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces like porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. I returned to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go towards my laptop, yank the power cable from the outlet. Okay, so that actually didn't happen. That was just a crazy thought, apparently, or a visual. That's it. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time, still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet. You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that your time is running short. Of course not. It's a goodbye then. What is it? Let's see what happens this time. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and I always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected places. Bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess. Yeah, let's see what happens. Is anyone there? Was anyone there? I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use, I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocating casket. and the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe if I can become invisible or smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upward. Squeaking, small debris is falling on my head. I squint very little and then raise my hand trying to touch the ceiling. It suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I'll have to do something at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst the endless darkness, and only the door is watching me with its eyes. I kept purposefully avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the outside. However, now I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out toward it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hand stretched out, and I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch-black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle, however. At the last moment, the door whizzes away, and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door, stupid, nasty, cursed door. I hate you. I hate it. I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realize how horrible the situation ended up in this. I don't stop screaming for a moment because I'm scared to end up in complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over, and the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you. A voice coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream thrice. Thrice? Huh. I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush towards the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for a minute, for 10 minutes, but then the door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us haven't grown either, which means I match it in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity, but I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with a ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that, thanks to inertia, leaving behind a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab an empty space. Tears stream down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help. The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciatingly long time. However, at some point, the silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you. I try to reply, but stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two. I almost let myself stop for rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out heavy, ragged breaths in reply. I'll fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. Still, I'm thankful to them and don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is? Almost there. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all the strength into one final jump. No, go away. I firmly grasp the handle and open up the door. Blinding lights hit my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm laying face down on the grass. I smell water, earth, and the dampness of the night. And grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me with sounds and I'm pretty sure colors too. I stand up, full of anticipation. I see an endless field, a clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam. I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again, but this time I'm looking at the darkness of the night sky. Instead of just darkness, is there any real difference though? The wind howls, it's clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indiscernible echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else, doesn't even matter. I'm in the grass, nobody can see me. The echo draws closer and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in a panic. Where is that sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but I got an instant reply. Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and the howls of the wind. It feels like it's about to get absorbed by them. But, hey, where are you? I can't understand where I should run to and if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt. The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just, there's not a single tree or stone around, only an endless wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The screams turned into a cry. I carefully raised my head, still scared to death. Somewhere very far away, among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette. Just a small black spot, but hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream, more like a whisper or a wheeze. Are you hurt? No reaction, again, just muffled sound. Maybe it's the wind growing mad, and the black spot is just a stone or a tree. I walk away, disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. And then I turn around, surprisingly the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging, the grass is no longer tickling me, it's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling the panic of unexplainable dread grow inside me. A stone, a tree. Why the heck is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that's it. I know that it's chasing me. The sounds reaching my ears becoming even stranger, louder, and more distinct. The wind is blowing me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally, I stop, I run out of breath, and I'm at the brink of dying. At least, I think so. The horrifying voice is coming right from behind me. I turn around instinctively and for some reason try to shield my face, but end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with a nasty, cackling rustle. I've had enough. I spring up. The silhouette is still there, at the same distance as before. It's standing there without moving an inch. I'm scared here. You know. Why won't you do anything? The silhouette trembles and starts slowly gliding towards me, followed by the sounds, wheezes and moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice that I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of an eye, most of the sky and the field is consumed by the sticky, cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go, and I immediately sprint away. I run so fast that the grass turns into dark green mush under my feet. I slip up and fall and run again. No. An unknown force turns my head with a crunching sound, and the darkness consumes everything. This is a long ending this time. I wake up on this cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. We got a similar ending again. Alright, well, I guess that's going to conclude it for now until we get the other ending, so... Anyway, I've been recording for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Of course it'll get cropped down and everything else will be shorter, but anyway. Thank you all for watching, and to those that have made it here to this end, anyway. maybe subscribers watch it all the way to the end. I'm not sure. To anyone that watches it ever to the end, I know you were watching. I know you're watching. I know you are. Thank you for making it this far, and thank you to all the subscribers that I do have. 31 subscribers, which is pretty cool so far. And yeah, thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever you have to do. This was a really good game so far. It's been great. I've definitely enjoyed it, and I definitely want more elaboration on it. It's still pretty mysterious. Maybe it's because Milk Outside a Bag of Milk is the second, technically the sequel to Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. So we'll see if that helps elaborate anything. Who knows? Anyway, hope you all enjoyed, and just remember